Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice Unlimited, and we are going down the Adonis route the second time around. So we're going through just trying to get the rest of the stories, and I think we're on Sanjo. I'll be dead honest with you. I've forgotten some shit because it's been a hot minute since I played this. Between Taisho Alice and then getting Pio Fiore ready for you, which you can see, I just started Pio Fiore. This is where I am recording this. Yeah. I think we're in December at this point for this game, and it's only October, so I'm really ahead on this one. But I knew we were getting close to the end, and I kind of wanted to get as close to the end as possible so that I wouldn't have to do 3 games at once, but it didn't work out that way, so... Anyway. So, for the next God knows how many episodes, I'm going to be confused because I'm going to be bouncing from 3 different games. And I usually do 2, and I usually have a system of, we do a whole route of one, then I do a route of the other, and then I do a route of that first, and then I do a route of the second one. That's not happening. We're back to our normal, I'm just playing a bunch of different games, so I have no idea what's going on. So, anyway. But we had stopped here, so who shall I investigate today? Yeah, we were obviously in Sanjo. Yeah, we figured out Saeki unlocked. I'm assuming that's the one that, in the guide said he doesn't unlock until you do Rei, but I'm guessing you don't have to, unless there's something different. I don't know. But anyway, yes, we'll do Sanjo Story 6. Hey, perfect timing. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to decline. I haven't asked you anything yet. Surely having a drink with me is all right. You've already had quite a few, it seems. You smell like alcohol. I think the last part is the one we ended up in a, double date with him and Okada. That was so funny. Yeah. Psh. And even after I brought some good booze. Oh? What kind of alcohol is it? Sake. It's Junmai... Daiginjo? Junmai Daiginjo sake from Niigata Prefecture. Screw it. I'll just polish this off myself. Niigata. I'm sure it's delicious. That's where we're from. Just one drink. Isn't she? Mm-hmm. You don't really interact with anyone, do you? Do you have no one to drink with? It's funny, because I almost feel like this should have happened before we all went out drinking, because this seems odd now. But oh well. Yeah, I try to invite people every now and again, but most of them are afraid of me. The faithful here treat me like some kind of monster. Monster? You do know what they call me here, right? Psycho killer? In other words, they think I'm someone who kills for pleasure. Even though we're in a terrorist organization, most people here haven't actually done anything. To them, I must seem absolutely terrifying. You killed 15 people in the August X-Day incidents. At the time, it was the largest scale mass killing in Japan. It was the direct cause of Shinjuku being quarantined as well. For the people here who just believe in the cause, they're naturally going to be afraid. I don't feel a hint of fear in you. Aren't you afraid of me? If I was, I wouldn't spend time with you like this. Even if it was a mission, it would be impossible to hide for this long. Does it seem like I am? No, not at all. The other enforcers also have nerves of steel. You're something else entirely. You're not normal. That different, huh? Yeah? It's not that you're brash or have some special fortitude. It's the fact that you don't seem to have the need to feel fear. Interesting. Fear is a necessary organic level emotion that humans need for their survival. The fact that you don't seem to need it is proof that you aren't attached to life. Well, all our friends are dead, basically, and my brother. I think that's just a fantasy. Plus, I don't really think you're in any position to say that about others. Huh? Those 15 people that you killed, they died while they were in unspeakable horror. But the one who should feel the most fear would be the one that sent all those people to their horrifying deaths. Unless you did actually take pleasure from it, you couldn't have killed all of them without feeling some fear. Even though you are called the Psycho Killer, I know that you're neither a pleasure seeker nor an insane serial killer. You're just someone who's so broken that he can't feel fear, aren't you? That's a pretty keen observation. It's not like I didn't feel anything. After I killed those 15 people, I laughed. As I was taking care of the gun that I had used, I laughed the whole time. Wait, taking care of it. I remember that well. I don't remember which the August one, but apparently 15 people died. It wasn't that I thought murdering was fun. It just felt so stupid that a person could die so easily. If I were judged under the law, I'd be sentenced to death. My life doesn't atone for a single thing. People who died won't come back. Their surviving family members don't get to execute me. They can't see me face my death. They'll get a meaningless payment and hear about my execution. This is hell. A society that tolerates this isn't normal. It's not just. This shitty world. That's what I was laughing at. The people in the world would call you an abnormal killer. But I think you're very human-like. That makes you abnormal too. Well, you're also living as a criminal, so I guess we'd have to share some things in common. When he was a police officer, he had a strong sense of right and wrong. They used to joke about him being overly serious. More than the wounds that he's taken, the sins that he's committed seem to be weighing on him. He knows he can't atone for his crimes. Life isn't fair. Whatever the excuse, there's nothing that truly balances out taking a life. And because of that, we can't stop. Shall I call it a day here? Data in the PC can't shirk duties. Who shall I visit today? Or investigate, sorry. Or got our last Sanjo date. Are you sure? Yes. Sanjo. Don't get any closer. If you value your life, that is. You don't need to throw out those murderous vibes. I won't tickle you out of the blue again. Huh? That wasn't a joke right now. If you're not feeling any fear right now, I'm honestly impressed. Are you mad because I tickled you? It's so funny. She's like, I'm not gonna tickle you again. He's like, it's like literally threatening to kill you. Are you fine? Really? Are you just that upset because I tickled you? Like, she's still in the tickle thing. And he's like, you're crazy. It's not that. Just fed up. You really have no fear. I'm sorry for being overly familiar with you. And I'd like to apologize with this. Here's a ticket for a free bowl of ramen. You told me that you liked it before. You're trying to bribe me at a time like this. Also, here's a ticket for a free topping, and another one for a refill of noodles. Looks like you can go get yourself whatever you want from that ramen place you like. Alright, that's enough. Why don't you just roll over to the ramen place and bring me back a bowl? I couldn't, but maybe if I asked Zero. Stop! Jeez. Not the only one who could bring up Zero's name at a time like this is you. Does that mean you're not even afraid of him? You seem to venerate him, but your lack of fear is a key difference from the other members. Are you afraid of Zero? No. I mean, I've never thought he was scary. He's funny. Funny? I've seen others show respect, veneration, and fear towards Zero, but this might be the first time I've heard anyone call him funny. You think Zero is an ally of the weak? Yes. The purpose of Adonis is to save the weak. Indeed, we seek to empower those people who are preyed on by the strong. You feel the same, right? I feel like she was... Yes, the purpose of Adonis is to save the weak. Indeed, we seek... It's like, she's just like... I feel like there was no emotion when she said that. There was no emotion really when I said it, but I just feel like she's like, yes, this is the purpose of Adonis. He's like, did you just fucking read that out? Adonis might be about that. I don't think Zero is. His real purpose isn't to save the weak. What do you mean? The law of the world is survival of the fittest. If you try to provide the weak with equality, the balance of the world will be destroyed. Zero understands this well. If you continually give power to those you judge as weak, their positions will merely flip. The imbalance will still remain. Those formerly weak people who now have power will then use it to oppress someone else. Control through violence is a natural outcome. The world will be ruled by Adonis, and in that world there will still be those who are weak. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah. In the end, they're just different roads to the same destination. In other words, Zero just wants to see people kill each other. I wonder. I can't figure out Zero's true intentions, but what is clear to me is that at this moment, Zero is salvation to those people who hold on to hate and sadness. I see. You understand all that and you still follow Zero? I'm merely a pawn for Zero to play as he pleases. You're the same as me after all. The same as you? You want everything to be destroyed. To despair at the world... Oh, to despair, sorry. To despair at the world, to rue one's powerlessness, to give up on life and see hope turn to tragedy. And that's why you have no fear. You're not even afraid of death. Am I wrong? Former police officer previously stood to uphold justice. In the end, you and I arrive at the same place. A world that Zero will change. Simply want to see that come to pass. No salvation, just the road to destruction. Let's both look forward to this. He's right. His desires and mine really are similar. But there is one big difference. I don't intend to sit and watch Zero bring the world to an end with his own hands. I'll end it by my hand. Damn. Shall I call it a day? Put the data in the computer? Shirk my duties? Don't shirk my duties, sorry. Well then, who shall I investigate today? Starting a new one! We said we were gonna go with Sugawara, right? Just so we can do a girl voice? Yes! I think we'll do Akito, then Hana. But we'll do What's-His-Face next. Then Akito, then Hana. I want to save Akito because I love him anyway. Sugawara. I forget the voice I gave her, but it doesn't matter. I'd like to talk. That's no good. She won't look at me. Well, I guess I'll need a different approach. Zero wants to know more about you. Zero does? Yeah, but he can't ask these things out in the open, so he asked me to do it. He'd go that far to learn about me. That means that Zero also cares about me. Isn't that right? Tell me I'm right. I think so? I guess that's true. She took the bait, as expected. It's not like I'm lying or anything. Besides, she would have never spoken to me otherwise. Well, if that's the case, you can ask me anything. I thought she'd be more resistant to being questioned, but she sounds rather happy. This might be easier than I figured, because she's in love with Zero, basically. You're part of PR and training, right? And that's the department that advertises Adonis and trains newcomers, isn't it? PR and training. PR and training division typically deal with the public-facing and messaging responsibilities for a group. In the case of Adonis, they trained the organization members and also did publicity stunts to improve public perception of the organization and to boost its visibility. How do you do publicity stunts to improve public perception of a terrorist organization? I'm just thinking if you're a terrorist organization, you're kind of underground, but you're doing publicity stunts to improve the perception of you. I'm just thinking that... like, you're gonna get arrested. It's not like you're like, look, guys, we're having a bake sale. Like, arrested. Like, I mean, it's just curious how that works, but... Alrighty. Sugawara served as a living advertisement whenever he voiced distrust of the people. She voiced distrust of the police. Wow, I read that totally wrong. I think I was distracted by the he. I was like, what? Whenever she voiced distrust of the police. Yes, publicly we're known by a different name. We influence public opinion so that people don't have prejudices toward Adonis. I know better than anybody that Adonis's, or rather, Zero's ideals are superior to any others in the whole world. I'd say that some other members can make that claim, but Sugawara is unquestionably a good worker. I've seen you in magazines and on TV too. You were speaking really passionately about it. Won't people suspect you of being with Adonis? Adonis has a lot of political clout, and the police can't easily take us in, and I'm not careless enough to let myself get caught. I see. So that's why you rarely come here. Isn't it tough to keep yourself hidden? I'd not be here if it weren't for Zero. I'll do anything for him. I know that you worship Zero. So I wanted to speak with you about something else. Oh, that reminds me. In the magazines, it said that your hobby is gardening. When you grow and care for your plants with love, they always bloom beautiful flowers. I'm nurturing some roses so I can give them to Zero. Say, do you know if Zero likes roses? I have no idea. Then could you ask him for me? I'd also like to know what color he likes. I think it'll be difficult to bring those subjects up. Could you imagine being just so, you like roses? He's like, what? And like, what color do you like? And he's like, what? And then like you bring him roses one day and he's like, I love you too, Hoshino. And you're like, oh no, these are from Rika. They're not, bitch, no, I'm gonna kill you. Like, you know what? You should show up with those roses from her the day you stab him. Like, that'd be great. You're useless. If only I could speak to Zero in person, I'd be able to learn about him to my heart's content. I'm sorry. Well, Zero is our god. He'd be difficult to see, much less speak to. My god. I wish I could meet you just once. The memory of that meeting alone would sustain me. Has she ever actually met Zero? Does she even know what he looks like? Like, if fucking Sayeki walked in here and be like, hey, I'm Sayeki, would she fucking know it was Zero? She knows of him, but does she actually, like, we know what he looks like. We've met him, obviously, but like, as Sayeki and as Zero, but like, if he walked around in here, if all of a sudden he was just walking in the hallway, would everybody be like, oh, Zero? Would they know what he, like, just wondering if anybody even knows who the fuck he is. So, like, if she'd be like, if she got arrested, would they be like, pick him out of the lineup? She'd be like, I've never met him. I just worship and I love him. I want to have his babies. Like, girl. Like, I knew she was fixated on Zero, but I didn't realize that it was to this extent. I need to be very cautious about how I mention Zero in front of her. She crazy. Call it a day, data, can't shirk duties, blah, 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 go to bed, I guess. I'm sorry. I said in the beginning of each episode, we would read that through the first time, but whatever. In the darkness, I heard water. Wait. Okay, so this is the same thing. We're remembering. Okay, no. I'm skipping through this. We can't read it again. We cannot read this day 20 thing. It's devastating and sad, and all our friends are dead, and our brother's dead. And Sayeki's looking at us with those sad eyes, but like, no, don't give me those sad eyes after all my friends are dead, you asshole. Except for Sasazuka. Okay. I was like, I heard water dripping, and I was like, no, we read this one. Hey, did you report the information that you got from me during our last meeting to Zero? I haven't yet. I report to him only after accumulating a certain amount. Oh, really? I was really hoping to get his reaction, but it looks like it'll be a while. Yes. Do you have some time to assist me with my information gathering? Sure. It's all to help get into Zero's good graces. So what do you want to ask today? What are your food likes and dislikes? Wait. Are you asking this question because there's an implication that I'll be sharing a meal with Zero? Something like that. A meal with Zero! Oh, even imagining it feels so impudent. I never thought this day would come. I feel like she's a bit too starstruck. I want to show Zero when she gets drunk. Can I get an answer? Oh, right. I hate fatty meats. That jiggly texture is just disgusting to me. Can't blame her there. And what do you like? Sugawara? Strawberries. I see. Strawberries. Why did you hesitate to answer? You probably thought it was a childish answer. I did not. I think it's quite feminine and nice. Hearing that from you doesn't make me feel good. She's so prickly when it comes to me. Speaking of strawberries, I saw online that one of the more expensive ones are something like 50,000 yen each. But 50,000 yen? I'm sure that it must taste delicious, but I don't have the money to spend on that. If you had the chance, would you like to try one? Well, I am curious what they're like. Zero might be flexible about it if I told him this was necessary for me to build a connection with Sugawara. I wonder if I can expense it. If I can get one, I'll treat you to it. Huh? Why? There's no reason for you to treat me. It's expensive for you too. It's all right. I want to try one out too. Even if you're okay with it, I'm not. I don't want to owe you anything. She's pretty stubborn, but I want to see how she'll act when I give it to her. Like, after I told Zero you liked strawberries, you know, he insisted I get this for you. Zero insisted that I give these to you. Like, it'd be kind of funny. She'd be like, oh my god, he's in love with me too, isn't he? There's something I want to show you today. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I got that 50,000 yen strawberry we talked about the other day. Huh? You're kidding. You really went and bought it? She might react strangely if I tell her that Zero paid for it. I'd better choose my words carefully. I think that she would absolutely eat it if you told her. When I convened with Zero, he prepared it for me when I said I wanted you to try it. Zero did? For me? But I thought you said you wouldn't be giving him a report about me until you accumulated more information. We just so happen to be able to speak. Whatever. The gift from Zero is more important than the details right now. Where's that strawberry? Here it is. It was delivered this morning. so cute. Aw. It's so heavy. It's much bigger than I thought. Supposedly, it's 4 times bigger than an average strawberry. And it smells so sweet. I'm sure it's full of sugar, so I bet you'd love it. What's wrong? I really want to try it, but Zero prepared this for me, right? I can't bear to eat it because it'd be a huge waste. It's still a strawberry, so you have to eat it soon or it'll rot. But if I eat it, then it'll be gone. It'll become a part of you after you eat it. That may be true. But can't you understand how I want to keep it as a memento? If it's gone, just have him buy you another. That's not the problem here. This is Zero's first gift to me. It's a very special strawberry. Can't you see? Women can be so complicated. I love how us as a woman are like, God, oh my God. I like how we, as a woman, are like, women can be so complicated. We're like, okay, bitch. He wanted to know more about me and he gifted me something I liked. And that's proof that Zero cares about me. Isn't that right? Sure, girl. Maybe? It hurts my conscience slightly to see her this happy for no reason, but this is the only way to accomplish my mission. He's so broad-minded and kind. There's not a better person than Zero in this world. I beg to differ, but my life would be in jeopardy if I said anything now. I'll tell Zero how much you appreciated it. Wait, let me write a letter of thanks for you to deliver to him. All right. Despite my attempt to be cautious, this blew up. I wonder what's going to happen to the strawberry. It's going to rot and fester in a room. We're going to wonder why there's flies. Shall I call it a day? Input data. Can't shirk my duties. Going to bed. Having dreams of the rebirth of justice. Waking up. Who should I investigate? Whoops. Trying to go over and it didn't work. Sugawara. Yes, story 4. Say, did you deliver that letter of thanks to Zero? Yes, but he's been very busy, so I'm not sure what he had to say about it. I see. Was 3 pages not enough? I think it's plenty. So did you end up eating that strawberry after all? I hesitated, but I decided just to take a picture before eating it. And it was so sweet and juicy. It was more delicious than anything else I've eaten. That's great, huh? Oh, that great, huh? Are you jealous? Not really. I've always wanted to ask, but aren't you interested in Zero? Zero is the symbol of the organization. He lives in an entirely different world from us, and even though he wants to date me and fall in love with me and have my babies, I just want to fucking kill him. Sad. That's true, but you get to meet him and speak to him. What kind of person is he? Is he as handsome as I think he is? Okay, she really has never actually seen him! I feel like she's put him up on this pedestal and she's like, he's so glorious in her mind. And then like, if Saeki like actually rolled out and was like, hey, what's up? I think she'd literally die because Saeki is a hot dude. So like, I mean, I kind of like all the people who don't know him. I really do wish there was a time where we're like, okay, talking to people and then fucking he was there. Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Saeki. I'm a cop. I just work undercover for the organization and nobody knows who he is. Like, I wish he would fucking, like, I wish he would do it. I wish he'd fuck with people like that. Just come out and chat with them and they think, like, that Saeki guy is fucking weird. Honestly, he should be doing this himself. Like, I mean, I know why he's having us do it, but he could do it himself because, like, most of these people don't know who the fuck he is. They'd be like, who are you? The Saeki guy's new. Like, it's so funny. Are you listening? I am, but Zero is difficult to describe in a few words. In other words, he has this mysterious charm that can't easily be described, right? Yes. It'd be a pain to explain, so I might as well just let our imagination fill in the blanks. I entered the PR and training department with the hope that I might be able to meet Zero. But even after 2 years, I still haven't caught a glimpse. You joined around the same time, and you already have. That's because, I know, you've contributed much more to Adonis than I have. The negotiations for the weapons aren't safe. You're literally putting your life on the line. Zero trusts you because you're doing so much for him. I hate to admit it, but it's a fact. But there's something that I can't accept. Why do you always dress so slovenly when you get to meet the exalted Zero? Huh? You're obviously not putting any effort into your dress. You should do something about that. Unlike you, I don't have to stand in front of a camera. I prefer more active wear that allows me to have more freedom of movement. What are you talking about? You should be more careful about how you dress precisely because you see zero and not the masses. I feel no need for that. Fine. If it's not a big deal to you, I'll make it a big deal for you. I'll bring my makeup. You just wait right here. This is going to be trouble. I should leave. Hey, hold it right there. Do we run from her? We fucking ran from her. That's amazing. Should I call it a day? Put the data, don't shirk my duties. Nighttime sleepy sleeps. Well then, who shall I investigate today? I feel like this would be, she would absolutely avoid Sugawara. You know? She ordered me back into the room, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'll give you credit for not running away. Now sit yourself down. I suppose I have no choice here. I put together some makeup for you. I'm gonna try a few things, so don't move. You really don't have to... Due to my previous line of work, I can't simply ignore people like you. What work? I used to be the makeup artist at the cosmetics section of a department store, so you can rest assured, I know what I'm doing. You always keep yourself brushed up, so I don't doubt your skill. Oh, flattering me won't get you anywhere. Hey, your skin's a bit dry. Close your eyes. The skin lotion is really good at moisturizing, so I recommend it. It does feel like my skin is smoother. But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that you'd be helping me put on makeup. I haven't done this in a while. It's actually the first time since I came here. And back then I was putting makeup on people daily. Do you have any regrets about throwing your previous life and work away to come here? I can change my outward appearance like this, but you can't change what's inside that easily. I want to erase what I'm afraid of. I wanted to change myself, but I didn't know where to turn. And that's when Adonis saved me. I always wanted to be reborn. If I didn't take a step forward, I wouldn't be alive today. So I don't have a single regret. But what's right in my life is all subjective anyway. True. I also wish to throw away my old self. There were times when I wanted to erase my past and just kill myself. I didn't expect that. I thought you were so much stronger than that. I mean, I'm still alive, aren't I? Thanks. I'm not gonna pry. There are things I don't want people to ask about me either. Well, you're prying plenty in regards to my appearance right now. That's entirely different. Hey, don't move! Seems like she's not gonna let me go until she's satisfied. Shall I call it a day here? Put the data in the PC, don't shirk my duties, go to bed. Black screen, white screen, black screen, white screen. They like change those. Well then, who shall I investigate today? Boop. Are you sure? Yes. Why does it always like, are you sure? No. Yes, I'm sure. It looks like you're continuing the skincare routine that I told you. I can't escape your eyes. And there's meaning in continuing the routine. I'd be happy if you also improved your outfit and hairstyle too. But I'm willing to compromise. Whew. So how did everyone else respond? Did they say anything? They said my complexion looks better. Oh, good for you! But a problem came up. What problem? I've never put on makeup before, so now they're spreading rumors about me being interested in men. Men have started asking whether I wanted to spend the night with them. What? But I can't be bothered to deal with all of them. What are you saying? Are you really okay with being thought of that way? There are many men on site who work with weapons. There would be issue after issue. But still, oh, fine. Bring those rude men to me. I'll make sure that they'll never be that disrespectful ever again. You don't need to take things that far. Men all see women as the weaker sex. If you don't stand firm, they'll walk all over you. I'll just fucking shoot them in the nuts. I'm really good at aiming. They all think that women only dress up or put on makeup so they can attract the attention of men. That's how they justify their desires and sins. That is not untrue. Like, literally. I don't know how many times I have heard women complain like, I wear makeup and dress for me, not for you. Stop it. Like, Like, yes, there are times where you're like, oh, I'm going on a date and I want to impress, so I gotta look good. But you're trying to feel good about yourself. Like, it's always a selfish thing before anything else. Like, I'm going to wear the clothes that I wear and I put the makeup on and I do my hair and I do things for me, not for anyone else. Like, because men just seem to think the world revolves around them. Oh, she fucking got her haircut and changed her hairstyle whatever because she was trying to... she's trying to feel good about herself. Maybe because she's interested in you and she wants to, like, psych herself up to be able to, like, hit on you. Maybe. But it's still all about her. I got dressed up, like, sometimes, like, look, sometimes you just don't give a fuck and you dress like a hobo. So then, like, again, well, okay, when we dress like shit and we look slovenly, that sometimes could be because of you boys. Because I don't want you to get the wrong idea, so I guess I gotta dress like a hobo. But again, majority of the time, it's just comfortable and I don't give a fuck. It's not because of you. But that would be more because of men than we get your fancy dress. I mean, there's always exceptions. Like, obviously, there are times when a woman is like, okay, I'm gonna look pretty for him. I'm like, whatever. And, like, but that's like 10%. If that. Simmer down. Simmer down and put your dicks away. Jesus. Like, and I feel like this poor woman is like, oh, I'm gonna kill them all. Because she was stalked. So, again, she is like the... Just because I have my hair like this, he just thought, so filthy. This is why I hate men. They make me sick. Well, that's why she's putting makeup on us. She just wants to see what we look like. She's like, I just want you to look pretty for me so we can date later. But she's in love with Zero, which is funny. She hates men, but she wants Zero's dick. I mean, I know it's just she worships him. And is he as handsome as I think he is? But well, I think she's made an unhealthy ideal of Zero. But if she ever actually met him, even though that's what she wants so desperately, if she actually met him, he would just be a normal person. And I think it would crush her. It's better that you don't meet him. Keep it in your dreams that he's the perfect prince, Sugawara. He's the perfect prince. He would take care of you and everything would be about you. Not the way it's going to work, but you go ahead and keep thinking that, and that's why you should never meet him. Keep your dreams. Keep yourself happy that way. Sugawara had been harassed by a dangerous stalker for years. Although that stalker had judgment rendered upon him, she's still traumatized by men. I mean, the woman was stalked for years! Not all men are like that. If it goes that far, I'll put them down, so you don't have to worry about it. Even though you're a woman, I know how good you are when it comes to wielding weapons. I hope you won't just allow bad things to happen to you. I know. Don't worry. I kind of did let a lot of bad things happen to me. All my friends are dead, so it's as bad as I can get. I envy your strength. You're not the only woman in PR and training. You're always able to keep a smile on... You're not the only woman in PR. Anyway. You're always able to keep a smile on despite always being in the presence of men. It sounds like you are the only woman in PR. You're not the only woman there, but you always keep a smile on in the presence of men. It's like a weird switch of state. I'm not sure what's going on here anyway. I know how fearful you are considering your past, but I know your inner strength is fearsome. That's the first time that's the first time someone's ever said that to me. I thought that I didn't need anyone's sympathy, but it's nice to have. Thank you. She's still fighting. Shall I call it a day? Put the data in the computer? Don't shirk my duties? Dreams of the rebirth? Now, who shall I investigate today? Who do you think, bitch? Take a fucking guess. Oh, it's our last one. Look at that. There you are. And this is for you to take today. If it's a skin lotions and emulsions, you already gave me some of those. Today's gift is a hair care product. I highly recommend this one. She gives me all sorts of beauty items whenever she visits my room these days. But she keeps asking me questions about how it worked for me, so I'm forced to use them. Oh, by the way, I bought some shampoo and I got this cat badge as a gift. Do you want it? Oh, it's like lime green like Shiraishi. Oh! I've seen this summer before. It's a white cat. Someone I knew wore it. Shiraishi. Oh! He's the only one. Are you okay? Huh? It's been a while since we started talking, but I've never seen you so sad before. I won't ask you why. I know that everyone's got things they don't want other people to know. You never tried to pry your way into my heart to dig up old wounds. Despite appearances, I'm thankful toward you. At first, I felt like I was forced to talk to you, but now I'm looking forward to it. I thought you hated me. I can tell you this now, but there was a time when I thought you were the enemy. Enemy? You're allowed to see Zero in person. That means Zero has high hopes for you and needs you. I asked myself, why isn't it me? But you were cherished for a reason. Managing the arsenal of weapons is at the core of the organization. And you were always studying late into the night about specialist fields. You knew? I often use that data library too, although you never paid any attention to me. This place is a special environment, so people always pointed at me and gave me sideways looks, calling me a newcomer and a woman. I wanted to kill them all, but I held back. I'm sure you wanted to shut them all up by showing them your achievements, right? Your competitiveness was my driving force. You say that, but you always seem so antagonistic every time I passed you. Well, of course. I wasn't here to make friends. Sugawara, you're a real pain. You always call me by my last name. Let's be on a first-name basis now. Are you sure? We're not strangers anymore, so we'll give you special permission. Then, Miss Rika. Hey, the point is to drop the formalities. I couldn't help it. You were talking to me like an equal previously, so that feels even more rude to me. Seriously? Rika really is a pain in the butt. I like how she's like, we're becoming friends. She's like, she's a pain in my ass. Call it a day, put the data in the PC. Okay, here we go. We're going to talk to the shut-in. Are you ready for this? Well, I don't know what the fuck that was. Who shall I investigate today? 14 days. Oh, we might actually have time to get through all of Soda. Oh, no, we don't, because it cuts down to a certain point. Well, I don't know. We'd get through him at least 7 days, so. Soda's always cooped up in his room, and I don't have many chances to talk to him. I don't know what voice to give him. Soda, do you have a moment? Nah, shit. The buff didn't land. You guys are worthless without God. We'll fix it. He sounds too much like, oh my God. Soda, can you pause your game for a second and talk to me? Zero told me to exchange information with you, so... Are you listening? It's no good. He's totally focused on his phone. Soda! Whoa! I've been standing here trying to talk to you for a while now. What? Who do you think you are just barging in here? I knocked several times. If I hadn't done what I just did, you wouldn't have ever responded. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm busy. I don't have time to talk to you. Bye-bye. You don't seem all that busy to me. If you don't cooperate, I'll have to tell Zero. All right, you bitch. You're still not getting it. I'm working right now. Working? You're just playing a game. You were told to maintain the weapons, yet... Huh? I'd finish that in no time. They're in weapons storage. Oh, really? I'll check later. Even still, that game isn't related to your work, right? I just told you. This is also work. Do you even realize how much I'm contributing to Adonis's image? How are you contributing to Adonis's image? You're just chatting online. You were a video game addict before you joined, and you're just mixing your pleasure with work. Jeez, she really doesn't get it. Here, maybe this will spell it out for you. Is this a chat window? It does seem like he's actually chatting about Adonis. Oh God, I was gonna read those. Well, looking at this, I can't deny that you have some considerable influence. So you finally get it? I'm God. All the people in here worship me. My words are the word of God. In this world, I'm the savior. I'm on a totally different level than you trash. What's that look? You got a problem with that? Network things are handled by the information division, right? Is the security on this thing okay? Huh? Of course. Solid as a rock. Are you making fun of me? No, I don't know much about computers and networks. I'm a bit concerned. I've also never really played a game before. You never played a game? Have you been living under a rock? Are you a human fossil? Well, I played some Othello on my phone. No social games? Online games, RPG, FPS, MOBA, action, fighting, rhythm, strategy, simulation, card games? You never played any of those? What language was that you were speaking? Jeez, you're like a cave woman. You normie. You wasted your life. It's all downhill for you. Oh my god, he's like calling me out. You wasted your life. It's all downhill for you. It is, because I'm old. You're so mean. Do you really have to go that far? I mean, if I wanted to get into it, I could play these games. They don't seem particularly difficult. Cave Woman's about to make her gaming debut. You're gonna get your ass kicked and start crying when you get wrecked. Don't make fun of me. If you study and work hard, there's nothing that can't be accomplished. Study? Can a caveman study to learn how to build a rocket? You're so behind, your best hope is to pray you get reincarnated so you can start fresh. Oh, you've done it now. In order to get to know him better, I'm gonna download the game he plays. Just you watch, Soda. I'll show you what the will of a cave woman can accomplish. Just called myself a cave woman. It's great. Day, data, sleeping, talk to Soda. Soda. Ugh, so it's you again, cave woman. As you can see, I'm obviously hard at work here. Well, talking to you is my work. You can keep playing your game, just listen to me. Damn it. Work this, work that. Just go die of overwork already. What's a harmless, average topic? Tell me what kind of foods you like and dislike. Why? Just answer the question. You seem like you'd be a picky eater. Huh? Don't go making assumptions about me when you don't know anything about me. So that means you're not picky? If there's a lie in my report to 0, you'll be punished. Bitch. I like junk food. Dislike eggplant. See? You do have likes and dislikes. Shut the hell up. There. I answered your damn question. Now get out of here. If you tell me why, I'll leave. You better not be lying. If you break a promise, you'll incite God's wrath. I promise. So tell me why. Junk food is light and I can eat it with one hand. In other words, it's easier for you to eat and still play games. That's why you like it. But how do you do recordings and upload to YouTube if you're eating while you're That's just me. For eggplant, I hate that mushy feeling when you bite into it. It's not like you need to eat them to live. I see. But if you eat only junk food, you aren't getting the proper nutrition, right? So what? What if I don't get proper nutrition? What does it matter to you if I die? It does matter. It's a bad thing to be worried about the health of... Oh, is it a bad thing to be worried about the health of your comrades? Comrades? Are you serious about worrying? You're young now, so you might not notice any immediate effects on your body. But if you're constantly eating like that, it'll have a negative effect on your health. Eventually, you won't be able to play your games anymore. Is that what you want? It'll be all downhill from here! Throw it back in his face. Ugh, if I couldn't game, I'd die. Right? So to avoid that, you should start eating right. You're gross. Huh? You just strolling here to my field to start worrying about me? Don't you think that's gross? Carrots are a snack that you can eat with one hand. Yeah, I guess it's none of my business. Sorry if I offended you. Even my real parents gave up on me. There's no one in real life who cares about me. Gross. What are you plotting? If you come to screw with me, you can just leave. We can't be held back by someone who can't take care of his own health. Shut the hell up. It's not like I'm not contributing to the cause here. I was chosen by 0. Simply telling you to change your habits isn't going to work. So starting today, I'm going to arrange your meals. What? You're overstepping your bounds. Cave woman, do you actually understand language? Got it. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, make sure that you have something nutritionally balanced. Hey, bitch! Don't just go deciding things for me by yourself. We just so antagonizing him. We're just like, ha 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 ha, he's angry, poke the bear. Call it a day, put the dad in the PC, can't shirk my duties, going to bed, dreaming of the rebirth. The sun is shining, the tank is clean. The tank is clean. Soda. Well, you again. Stop warping around and sneaking up on me. Sorry, you were laughing, so I didn't want to interrupt you at that moment. If I saw something I shouldn't have, I'll just keep my mouth shut and leave. Don't make it sound like I'm some sort of pervert. Just playing the same game I always do. Yes, but you were laughing, right? God was pleased because he saw that his disciple was doing well. Disciple? It's nothing for me. Let me just show you how far ahead I am of everyone else. I love that he's got himself on a pedestal, literally. This is so fucking cute. A little while ago, someone called Adonis joined the guild. He was a newbie who looked up to me. And they were useless noob trash. They were always mistiming the buffs and just weren't good. I gave this total beginner a lot of help and guidance. They didn't know anything about techniques or timing. Everyone else ignored him because he was dead weight. But he got a personal lesson from God. It was fucking us, wasn't it? They actually started growing and got to a decent level. After all, a god's purpose is to nurture and guide new life forms, right? So he sent me a message of thanks. He said, I've been saved by God. Yes, you certainly were helpful. Huh? I'm Adonis. What? Don't spit like that. Also, keep it down. You're screwing with me. You're just saying that to mess with my head. You said games were impossible to learn for a cave woman like me. I wouldn't know if that was true or not unless I tried, right? So I decided to give it a try, and you ended up taking me under your wing. You healed me whenever I needed healing, and you gave me good advice about what weapons to use. You also helped me get all the items that I needed to complete my quests, right? We fucking scolded. So you were screwing with me after all. Huh? You got cocky inside the game, but you were actually making fun of me on the side. You tricked me. Calm down, Shut up. You're always like this. You destroy the only world where some of us are able to be anything. It's true that I was in the way. I felt it first. I admit that I didn't understand how anyone could get so wrapped up in a game. But the reason I started playing was so that I could understand you better. And I was ashamed of myself for making fun of you. After all, in the game, I could really depend on you. You can't just pick up these skills in a day. You have to think quickly and have adaptability. I understand why you were chosen as an enforcer. You're looking down on me. You're just building me up to make fun of me again. I'm saying that I misjudged things and I had a chance to reflect. You helped me in the game. That's the truth and nothing else matters. From your name, I figured you were one of the people that I'd convinced. Thanks to you, I rarely lose now. I'm very grateful. Despite your appearances, you're actually quite good at training and caring for people. Damn it! Shut up, cave woman! What a huge waste of time this has been. Can't believe this. Get out of my sight! I'll leave, but yesterday you promised to run a quest with me. I'll hold you to that promise. Well, that's... You're not telling me that God can't keep his word, are you? You're like so fucking with him, it's hilarious. We're also like, no, but I mean, you're really good at this. And he's like, you suck. I mean, you're gonna go back on your word? We're actually being nice, but also antagonizing him. It's kind of great. This quest is a big reward. I need to compete it so I can get a powerful weapon. Come on, let's go, God! Shut up, bitch! Don't go trying to run that quest without an item that cures paralysis. Ensuring that you have the right equipment for the mission is key. Yep, he's definitely good at looking after people. That look on his face, though. What a fucking weirdo. Call it a day. Dad and the PC, don't shirk my duties. Going to bed, dreaming of the rebirth of justice. Sun is shining. Well, then I'm gonna investigate. Come on, Scoob. Let's go figure out who the man in the mask is. Oh, look, it's Soda. Hey, Soda. God's busy. I'm in the middle of a high-level quest. If you need help, ask someone else. I didn't come to game. I came to talk about something deeper. Huh? Talk about something deeper. I told you at the beginning I've been ordered to learn more about you. I don't intend to get in the way of your gaming. You can answer while you play. I've learned more than enough. It's a huge pain in the ass to turn you down. Just go ahead and get on with it. Seems like he'll at least listen to me. Tell me what your type is. Nope. Okay, we're done here. See you next life. Wait, that's it? You're not even gonna get flustered? We're almost the same age. I thought this topic would go places. I think she's asking people what their type is to fuck with them too. That's hilarious. It's not like you'll lose anything by telling me. It's fine, isn't it? I will. As we're talking right now, I'm wasting my precious time. Can't afford to waste a minute of my life. I see. Well, if that's how it is, I'll just report this to Zero. Bitch. Always resorting to the threats to ram me out to Zero. Yes, and I'd rather that didn't have to that I didn't have to threaten a comrade, so cooperate with me. I mean, I don't even have a type. No woman out there is suitable for me. He thinks very highly of himself. Real women are all trash. Bunch of leeches with victim complexes. Hey! Stupid trying to appeal to a real woman. What's the point of chasing after women who only care about specs? Sounds like hell to me. Okay, so forget about a lover then. Do you want friends of the opposite sex? You seem happy enough when you're with your guild members in the game. That's because it's a game. When you're on the internet, your real appearance doesn't matter. In real life, you can't fake anything. You can't just reset and respect. That's scary. That's true. You're just playing along for yourself. I wouldn't expect you to really understand anyway. You're different than I am. You've never been afraid of those around you. Take one step outside of your place and you're an alien. You're just an otaku. You move weird, you're gross, you're strange and different. Soda? You get that label attached to you. Have you ever had to deal with people that thought you were gross? You haven't had you. You haven't had... Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I read that right. I'd bet on it. You called me gross? You think I'm gross too. If Zero hadn't ordered you to speak to me, you never would have come up and talked to me, right? I'll admit that Zero's order was the push that made me come and talk to you. But it's not like he decreed who I needed to talk to or what I needed to talk about. I'm talking to you now on my own accord. So you're saying that you enjoy talking to me and that's why you're here? This is part of my work, so I can't say that it's just for fun. You know many things that I don't, like your games. I realized they're actually pretty fun once I tried them. Liar. Don't try to butter me up, you bitch. What's the point in me lying about that now? What would I gain by buttering you up? Yeah, in your face. There is none. So that means you actually are having fun. Sure enough, you are gross. For someone who's like, yeah, people don't call you gross and like feels bad about it, you're quick to call other people gross, you douche. Saying that, he looked really happy, but I could also see a deep sadness. At first, I thought he was an arrogant person who only thought about himself, but he actually thinks far less of himself than I thought. His calling himself God and putting down others is just him putting on a strong face, trying to hurt other people like they hurt him, but it's still like Jesus. In actuality, he's probably pretty delicate and weak emotionally. Aren't we all a little delicate and weak emotionally? Call it a day, dead end the computer, shirk my duties, dreaming of the rebirth, beautiful sunny skies. Who shall I investigate today? Gonna go get some soda. That's odd. You're not playing a game today. My cell phone battery's dead. Damn it. Never let that happen. Ugh. Hurry up and charge. So that means you have some free time then. In that case, let me ask you some questions. But I've practically asked everything that could be considered a safe topic. That reminds me, you occasionally help out with work. You know a lot about weapons, and that's a big help. Have you always been interested in weapons? Like you could talk. Night after night you're in the weapons room maintaining them like some sort of firearms junkie. Yeah, but I've only been like that since I joined. But you've always been really into weapons, right? He walks around with a fucking katana strapped to his back. Like, that's not normal. Before coming here, I'd only ever messed around with replicas. Couldn't really call that being into something. But you kind of feel at ease with a gun. Just holding a weapon makes most people afraid of you. No one will make fun of me then. So it's for self-protection then. He isn't playing his game, so he's a bit more subdued than usual. Maybe I should try and take the conversation one step deeper. The guns we're working with now aren't replicas. If you use those weapons, people will die. So what? We already killed people. I had a leading role in the X-Day incidents. Satoru Tanaka, December 7th. You killed him with a gun. Did that make you feel good? Why are you asking me that? I'm sorry. I was just curious. Forget about it. By the way, the food that I arranged for you, I've heard you leave most of it. But yesterday you ate it all. Huh? Yeah. Because yesterday was gratin. It was good. What are you snickering about? No, you didn't poison it, did you? Of course not. I did sneak your hated eggplant into it, though. Eggplant? You didn't realize that there was eggplant in the gratin? No, this can't be. You monster! You witch! You bitch! I figured that if I did something like that, you'd be able to eat it. And you finished it all, too. Definitely was worth making. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Huh? You made it? Yes, I had some free time last night. What? You made it especially for me? I really don't understand you, gross woman. What? Nothing. Well, I'm an open-minded person. I'll graciously overlook the fact that you made me eat eggplant. Be grateful, idiot. He's like Sasazuka, but like on drugs. With his insults. Sasazuka was actually kind. He makes Sasazuka look like a fucking, like, cupcake. Okay? Like, dumb cat and how mean Sasazuka, like, just to the insults he flings at us. It's like, you thought Sasazuka was a salty bitch, but like, nope, Soda is salty AF. Yeah, your face is red. Are you alright? Huh? Do you have poor vision or something? My phone's charged. Don't talk to me anymore. I can't promise that. Ugh, hate you. You really care that much about me? Yes? Why? Nothing. It's not that I dislike it. Make something again. I might try it out. Huh? See ya, idiot. He's absolute. He's gonna pull our hair. He said something, but I couldn't hear him. Well, whatever. Like, she gives no fucks, but like, it's so funny. Shall I call it a day and put the data, regular duties? I know we're kind of close to time. Sun is shining. Investigating again. We're gonna do his last. Oh no, it was not his last one. Damn it. I thought we could get his last one in, but I really thought we could fit them all in today. Well, we'll see how long this one takes, and then we'll see. I don't know. Soda, I heard that you've been eating all your meals recently. You're making them sometimes, right? Yes, I am. I'm not making all of them, though. So if I don't eat it, I'd feel sorry for you. Even you'd be hurt by that. I'm a kind person. You unexpectedly have a strong sense of duty. Huh? Is that all you're gonna say? I mean these for your sake. Me! Yes, I get that. When I'm talking to him like this, he seems like a normal young man. He has a habit of staying in his shell, and he's an emotionally awkward man. Yeah. But with his own hands, he's killed people. Hey, before I asked you whether or not you always liked weapons, did you start liking them because there was someone you wanted to get revenge on? I'd hoped you'd answer this. Not because I want to judge you, but I wanted to know for myself. In exchange for getting your revenge, you've given your life to Adonis and killed people who were unrelated to you. Did your hatred run so deep that you didn't hesitate at all? Hatred? What are you talking about? I saved them. Zero said there were lots of people out there like me, and I'm the only one who can save them. We should destroy the existing society and eliminate all the human trash. They should receive punishment for destroying my world. When I started playing the game, I started to understand just how precious this world is to you. You communicate with your comrades and you help those who are in trouble. You really are like a god, and I think I can understand why people in that world respect you. Well, didn't he have a thing where, like, he was in this game, blah, 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 he built a thing, and then somebody started saying that he was stealing from people and, like, whatever, and, like, got him kicked out? Because this is basically, like, his whole life. He spent all this time, you know, working on this game and building himself up, and then everyone's like, oh, he stole this, and he's been cheating people, and I'm like, he got a trash reputation because of it, and, like, where normally you'd be like, fuck these motherfuckers, but it wouldn't destroy your world because you have other things in your life, but, like, you know, it's kind of like when your computer hard drive crashes and all your fucking hard work goes and you just want to murder people. I'm kidding. But to protect that world, you let the object of your revenge die. Did you feel better? Yes. Felt awesome. Never felt that psycho rush before. It was unfortunate that I couldn't do it myself. So in exchange for your revenge, you sacrificed someone you didn't know. Did that feel good as well? That person cried and begged for their life. They said, spare me, I'll do anything. Their face was a masterpiece. He's crazy. If I said that, would you be satisfied? Huh? You're going to report this to Zero, right? Whether I enjoyed the killing, whether or not I acted well as an ally of justice. No, I won't report this to Zero. I told you before, I'm asking this for my own benefit. I was afraid, obviously. And when I shot them, I was happy that no one would make fun of me, but I had dreams every night. Killing people who made fun of me is fine and all. Even if they were bad people, I killed them. And someone will kill me. I'm sorry, Soda. That's enough. But I can't run anymore. In order to fight back against the person who killed me, I need power from Zero. Who would kill me, sorry. You desired power and Zero gave it to you. Yes. All I could do was cry myself to sleep, and Zero gave me a weapon. Even though I'm not the kind of person who would be chosen, even though it's my own fault that I'm disliked and gross. In spite of this, I was chosen. Me! Someone who nobody even glanced at. I didn't kill them. I saved them. Yes. Right? Right? Only I had the necessary qualities to be chosen. I'm not wrong. I'm right. It's like he's saying what he needs to hear for himself. It's kind of sad. He's like a broken person. He like acts all cocky and like whatever, but he's just a sad, sad, broken little boy on the inside. Poor thing. He's still a dick though. But like, do you know why? It's the crunchy outside. He's the one who succumbed to temptation, and he's the one who pulled that trigger. Soda certainly was saved, and there were certainly others as well who were saved by Adonis. But if only Adonis didn't exist, if only he didn't exist, none of this sadness would have taken place. Shall I call it a day? PC's going to bed, waking up with the sun shining, and we're gonna end this part, even though technically, actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do Soda's last part. We're already a little over time, but we're gonna finish his and hope we don't get into a thing. We're gonna do it because it's just better to do his, go a little over, and then as opposed to like doing his in the next part. We'll just start a whole new person, so. You're late. You idiots shouldn't keep me waiting. We've lost a chance to do the gorilla quest. Were you waiting? Are you prioritizing talking to me above the game? Well, you got all this trouble. It'd be sad to ignore you. Gone to all this trouble? You can't hide anything from me. It's fine. Give me a topic. I'll answer. This is strange. He wants to do it. Rather, I should say, it seems suspicious. Last time I went too far, so maybe he's really on his guard. I'm sorry if we're asking something so strange before. You don't dislike talking to me like this. Ha! There's the flag. Sure enough, it's a template. Soda? Making food for me yourself, asking what my type is. It's telegraphed. It's like a fastball right down the middle. It seems that there's been a big misunderstanding here. If things break down here, it would be a pain, so I'll just let this slide. We've talked about a lot of different things, and I thought your impression of me had changed. I know that you're not here to get me in trouble, and I'll pull back on calling you gross. But you certainly are strange. Strange? You're different than other girls. You get angry easily, you're condescending, or so I thought, but you apologize. You try to change my eating habits. I have no clue what you're thinking. You're like a character who your ally at the beginning of the game, who's your ally at the beginning of the game, but ends up being the last boss. That's fucking amazing. That's kind of like, we're Zero's ally at the beginning of this round, but we're going to be the boss at the end. It's so true. It's so us. He's so spot on. I don't really get the comparison here, but he doesn't seem like he's praising me. What? You have no expression and you're silent. Are you mad? I'm not mad, but I just don't think that's really a flattering appraisal of me. I'm not saying you're bad because you're strange. Here, disciple, I'll give you a rare item, so don't be so glum. Thank you. In return, I'll give you a present, too. Punch in the mouth. You sure aren't pertinent talking to God like that. Well, if you insist, I'll take it. Yeah, here it is. I'm sure it's some piece of crap. Wait, cat ears. This is SS rarity. Super, super rare? This is the rarest item that I have. You don't like it? No, it's not that. I like it, but you're weak. You should have it. You gave me a rare item, and I can't just give you something run-of-the-mill in return. Well, I'll equip it. I'll put a lock on it and put it in my special box. I'm happy that you're taking care of it. Cat ears. See his character running around with fucking cat ears. I won't put the common people's goodwill to waste. I am God after all. Right. He seems happy. It looks like he really likes the cat ears. So cute. Say, alright, we're perfect. So, anyway, PC, in, data, not shark, a ding, sleeping, waking up, all that fun shit. Okay, so, anyway. I'm gonna stop this part here. It's like we started here and we ended here. It's just like, anyway. But yeah, so I will wrap this part up here and we will continue our investigation and we'll start, I guess we start at Keto or we could do Hana. I'm not sure who we're gonna do. We'll see. But we might, well, I don't know if we're gonna get through all of that person. We might have to start a new path again, but we'll start our funds. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.